said she smiles at you a lot. You want to know how to respond to her. You know, go up and just talk to her, man. In today's times, you know, if you strike out, so what? There's like 9 billion other women out there. You know, it's high school. Who cares? You know, so I mean, just go up and talk to her, you know, but be natural. Don't try and, you know, impress her or throw her off or something like that, you know. And just, you know, kind of flirt around with her, because it sounds like she's doing the same with you. All right, Monique wants to know if it's wrong to kick out her brother who didn't have a job. He stayed with her because she offered him a place when to live with her when he didn't have a job. He found a job. She gave her his car. She gave him her car. Yes, she gave her car to him, and then she bought a new one. And she basically said that she's tired of taking care of him now. You know, you said that he's 27 years old, living with you. You have your kids to take care of, you know, and you're trying to take care of him at the same time. Monique, he's 27 years old. Kick the brother out. You said you gave him 6 months to find a new place, and he still hasn't found one yet. Kick the brother out, Monique. Okay? You have taken care of him. You gave him a car, you know, and you gave him a place to stay, you know, and you said that he's had his job now, you know, and he's been doing good. Well, if he's doing good, tell him to find a new place now. It's understandable. It's not being mean, Monique. You have children to take care of, let alone take care of your brother in addition to your own children and yourself. So no, that's not being mean, and you are very justified in saying that. And I would say give him an ultimatum. Look, you got to be out by this time. No options, because he has a job now. He has a car now. He just needs to find his own place since he's 27 years old. All right, Bianca asks, is it normal that she's happy without any friends? Bianca, you said your friends in high school ditched you for the popular girls. It's happened many a times to all of us, Bianca, from guys and being their friends ditching them for the jocks, you know, and whatnot. It happens all the time in high school. So, but Bianca, I would say that's fine. If you're happy and you don't have any friends, but you're okay without any friends, more power to you. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. So keep up the good work, Bianca. Just do what makes you happy, regardless of if you have to have friends or not to be happy. If you're happy, even though you don't have any friends, that's perfectly all right. Keep up. All right. Andy asked, do I believe in aliens or the supernatural? I'm really sketchy on this stuff, Andy. I've heard a lot of theories over time and a lot of occurrences, personal experience here. My aunt, who lives over in Troy, Ohio, real small town, she's lived there literally all her life. I was staying there with the family. You know, she's got kind of a big house. I was staying downstairs asleep one night, and I heard just a loud bang, like just a crash, and heard all these glass bottles breaking, you know. So I'm down in the living room asleep on the pullout, and I look up, you know, and I turn around, and her wine, cabinet that was there had just literally crashed to the ground, just like it collapsed. And, so she has told me about occurrences also in that house where she is literally, and this isn't a joke, she's found her socks and clothes like lined up in a straight line going into her room and stuff, you know, when she's the only one there in the house. And, I mean, she's got a boxers, but, you know, I don't know how a boxer knows how to line up individual clothes in a line. But, and that kind of occurrence, you know, I was a little bit sketchy still. Maybe the wine cabinet got old or something, you know, who knows. But as far as actual aliens and the supernatural, I'm more of a see it to believe it kind of guy, you know. As far as like God and stuff, I won't really get into this because it's a whole big other topic. But I believe in God. I believe there's something up there, you know, that takes care of us every now and then. And there's got to be something up there. But as far as aliens and supernatural, like ghosts and spirits and all that, I don't mind hearing about them and reading about them and hearing people's experiences, but as far as myself, I'm more of a I need to see it to really believe it type of guy, and I'm more than willing to anytime anyone wants to show me the proof. Bud asked me what some good horror movies are. He said he heard about the Saw movies, the collection that's out in theaters right now. I think it's still out there, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre that's still out in theaters right now. And he asked what I thought of them. And he asked if I thought that these kind of movies were going too far with the gore. Absolutely not. I love these movies. It's a horror movie, you know, it's all fake, you know, and use proper precaution. You know, if you have a 7-year-old and he wants to go see a horror movie, that's probably not the best choice to take him to. A Saw, the collection, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you know, just use common sense, you know. So But I don't think they're going too far at all, you know. I don't think they really need to go further with it, but I think they're doing great. It's a horror movie. It's supposed to be just horrific. I mean, and just god-awful, you know, with ripping flesh apart and everything like that. I mean, it's a movie, you know. The more realistic you can make it, that you can make somebody churn in their seat, you made a great movie right there because, I mean, you made it almost like reality. And you captured their attention and whatnot. So, I mean... I think they're great movies. I don't think they've gone too far at all with them, and I really like them because, I mean, it's not cheesy horror, you know, that just along the lines of stupid. So I think they're doing just fine with how gory they are right now. Patricia wants to know what she should do if her boyfriend gives more time and attention to her crush, who is also her best friend than her. That's right, folks, you heard it. She wants to know what to do. Her boyfriend gives more time and attention to her best friend, who is also his crush, apparently. Or it seems that way, you said, Patricia, that he kind of, you know, just kind of acts cheesy around her, like he's you know, embarrassed by her or whatnot. So, Patricia, I would tell you need to direct him straight up. And I wouldn't be aggressive about it, but just be clear-cut about it and being like, look, I'm not really comfortable with you kind of, you know, flirting around with my girlfriend, you know, and giving her more attention than you give to me, you know, the one you're dating. So I'd just put it like that, real clear-cut. I mean, because that's not really anything good at all that's going to come of that. Ursula wants to know why a guy keeps masturbating and says, Ursula's pregnant, okay, and she has... she says that her guy has trouble finishing, and it takes him long periods of time to finish when they have sex. And she wants to know, and while she's pregnant, this has been happening, and she wants to know why he keeps masturbating and saying that he doesn't want to hurt her during sex. This sounds very common, Ursula. It sounds really actually pretty you know, normal, mundane. It's understandable from a guy's point why he wouldn't want to hurt you during sex. So he probably, you know, just does it to get one out, rub one out, and relieve it. So he doesn't have to have sex and possibly hurt you. But you just need to be real honest with him and be like, look, I'm not hurting. This isn't going to hurt me. You know, if you've heard it from your own doctor, which I'm sure you have, that it induces labor, but not only that, that it's safe to do. Otherwise, they'd probably tell you just to not have sex while you're pregnant. So, I mean, Ursula, if you've heard that from your doctor, the facts, and you know that you're not going to get hurt, I would just tell your guy that the truth, that he's not going to hurt you, and it's okay, you know. But it's normal. A lot of guys get a little bit weirded out from pregos, you know, when they're having sex with them, and so, you know, that's understandable. I wouldn't say it's anything. You asked, are you doing something wrong? I don't think you are at all. It's just the fact that, you know, it's a little bit different than when he had sex with you before and you weren't pregnant. Jackie wants to know if a guy only wants to have sex with you. And, okay, Jackie asked about a guy who basically, he still wants to have sex with her, but he didn't want to be together. And Jackie asked me if that means she's ugly. No, it does not. Jackie, there are several women before that I used to sleep around with, and I was okay doing it, but I didn't want to date them. It was because I knew I just didn't want to date them. It had nothing to do with their looks. I wasn't really compatible with them as far as dating goes, and so I knew I was not going to date them. I didn't want to date them, and so, you know, I don't think it has anything to do with that you're ugly if he still wants to have sex with you. But here's the kicker. Jackie, you said he still wants to sleep with you, and he now has a girlfriend. Jackie, leave this douchebag in the dust. He apparently sounds like a player, and I would say you are better off not having anything to do with this guy who is apparently okay with cheating on his new girlfriend. So he is not worth your time, Jackie. Leave him behind. All right, Duke asked how to deal with being a sex addict. Duke, you said you only meet women for sex. You said that you want no connection with them. And you said, is it going too far when, and this is a little off the beaten path, folks, but Duke, you said it was okay to reveal this, that you even have had sex with your sister. You said that she okayed it. You guys did it. Duke, in this kind of scenario, I would tell you, get help, man. If you're starting to turn towards family members to have sex, and in that case, go ahead and get help, Duke. Seriously, man. As far as being a sex addict and only meeting women for sex, I've done that for years, a couple of years ago, and so I don't think there's really anything wrong with that. Just wrap your stuff up, be protected, man, use common sense. But as far as with your sister, who knows how far it could go, you don't want it to go to your mom or something like that, an aunt or something, so go ahead and get help with that kind of stuff, man. Daryl asked, would I ever become a vegetarian? No, I would not. Absolutely not. I love animals to death. I love them more than people. That is true. It is confirmed. But no, I would never become a vegetarian. They look gaunt, unhealthy. Their diet looks like it's just atrocious as far as being tasty. So no, I didn't climb to the top of the food chain to eat carrots. And yes, that was from tater salad for those of you who knew it. All right, Samid asks if I think The Undertaker will face Lesnar at WrestleMania this year. No, I do not. They're building to the Lesnar versus Triple H feud, and Taker's really banged up now. He's in his mid-50s now. He's got 2 busted up knees, so he's pretty banged up this year. This probably might be one of his last years. So, no, I don't think we will see Taker face Lesnar. I think it will be, as they're planning, Lesnar versus Triple H this year. TK asked why fans chant Goldberg when Ryback comes out. It's pretty simple. Ryback symbolizes Goldberg. They both have the same kind of look. Big, bulky, muscular, monstrous men with bald heads, and they just use power moves, not really technical wrestling. So it definitely has a resemblance of Goldberg back in the early 90s, and all the WCW Nitro era. So that's probably the majority of why that happens. All right, we are running out of time here, actually, for this part of the episode, so I cannot believe I'm saying, I guess it's a good thing. You guys are sending in so many questions, we're going to have to go to a third part of the show. This has never happened before. So, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to gather the questions, and like I said, guys, you want to keep sending them in. I'll keep answering them. So, keep up the good work, guys, and we're going to take a quick break, gather all these more questions that have just come in, and then I'll answer those, and that'll probably be the last segment of the day. So, we'll be right back, guys. Take care.